Just a week after a man who admitted to raping an infant walks free, we're now getting a better understanding of what led the judge to make that decision.
It's a story we've been following since the judge made the ruling last week. Aaron Fisher was accused of sodomizing and beating a 5-month-old infant in 2009. However, after 6 years of processing, a Cole County judge threw the case out, saying his right to a speedy trial had been violated. ABC 17's Joe McLean has been digging through court documents and talking to lawyers today, and he joins us live from our Jefferson City newsroom. And Joe, the judge says she was just following the Constitution.
Daniel, Judge Pat Joyce said in her order for this case, quote, "The courts have a duty to uphold the rights of every citizen in the United States and Missouri, no matter the cause." Now, let me take you through her synopsis of this case step by step based on the records. It started, of course, in 2009 when Fisher was taken into custody with no bond set. Now, for the next 14 months, the case was delayed 3 separate times by the state. Then, in early 2011, Fisher actually filed a handwritten request for a speedy trial. His hearing was set for 3 months later, but when it came, Fisher asked for a continuance, delaying the case even longer. Now, for the next 3 years, up till 2014, there were 4 more delays, but in those cases, it wasn't recorded which side asked for them, whether it was the prosecution or the defense. Also, not in the records was any mention of Fisher's request for a speedy trial.
If there was no record made of who asked for the continuances, that factor would not be held against the defendant. I think it would probably, when a judge would be analyzing it, would have to hold those things against the state, since the state is the entity bringing the case.
Now, last year in 2014, Fisher, of course, filed a guilty plea, but that plea was overturned and the case was assigned to a new judge. That judge recused themselves, which put the case before Judge Joyce, who, of course, dismissed it. Now, Miller County Prosecutor Benjamin Winfrey is in contact with the State Attorney General's office to appeal that decision. Live in the Jefferson City newsroom, Joe McLean, ABC 17 News.
Thank you, Joe. And we also reported last week that several lawmakers have come out against Judge Joyce's decision. Representative Rocky Miller tells us an investigation is underway to evaluate Judge Joyce for impeachment. Well,